From around the world, they come to light the flame in Israel. Jews of all ages and of all backgrounds gather for 2 unforgettable weeks. They come to compete in the world's 3rd largest international sporting event, and together they explore their common culture, history, and values, strengthening their Jewish identity and unity. The Maccabi tradition began with only 350 athletes from 13 countries, gathering in what was then Palestine for the first Games in 1932. Since 1953, the Games have been held every 4 years. The Maccabi Games have grown to include more than 9,000 athletes from 60 nations who come to compete in Israel for 2 weeks of Olympic-style events. The Games attract the world's best Jewish athletes, many of them Olympians, Open, Juniors, Youth, and Masters, competing in over 36 sports. There is something magical about the Maccabi Games and the experience of coming together in Israel, a certain feeling that touches the heart and soul of everyone who participates, deepening their connections to Israel and strengthening their Jewish identity.
Well, here's an opportunity now to go to Olympic-style events as an athlete, but now strictly involved in a Jewish experience where you're going to meet and compete against athletes from all around the world, but that are Jewish and have some of the same experiences.
I've been a tennis player all my life, so to have the opportunity to play tennis as well as participate in something with Judaism was just an incredible opportunity. And I'd never been to Israel before, and I've been wanting to go for a while, and this was an amazing opportunity. I couldn't think of a better way to experience Israel for the first time than by playing tennis and going with a delegation from the United States.
We arrived in Israel a few days before competition started. And I can remember getting ready for opening ceremonies, 50,000 people sitting in a stadium, and you're walking in amongst all of the American athletes, and you see other athletes on the infield. I don't think I've ever experienced an emotion like that. It was just, it was bliss. It was unbelievable.
USA! The Maccabi Games are common threads that really weave the Jewish people together in a time and a place. So it's an excellent way for Jewish people to interact, to socialize, to learn from each other, and to strengthen each other.
I think it's enriching the kids' lives. I think it's changing somebody. It's showing them something that they never had before, never been exposed to. My passion about what I would love the kids to feel about the whole experience happens during the pre-camp.
The pre-camp was probably one of the best experiences of the whole trip. We all had individual buses and tour guides that were from Israel that got to really show us the country and explain to us a lot of the history that we had maybe learned about in school, in Hebrew school, but never had really understood. And I think for the first time, when we went up, we were at the top of Masada, we understood what had gone on there and what our ancestors had been through. And then even floating on the Dead Sea was just something that you had heard about so many times, but never understood what it felt like.
Many of the kids, although being brought up Jewish, had never had a bar mitzvah ceremony. And we thought that those that wished to partake on a voluntary basis and to experience it in Israel, which is very unique unto itself, would be able to volunteer for the plan.
It was incredible to see so many people up there becoming a bar mitzvah, and we got to be there to experience that with them. And for them to do that in Israel must have been incredible, and for us to watch it was great.
We want to perpetuate what we're doing, be sure we continue, so we need the financial support to be able to be sure that our programs are complete, are meaningful, and then they continue to happen. People can give of their time and of their energy. They can run events for us. They can support it by first contributing to the organization for athletes to go, helping us set up scholarships for those athletes that need be. They can help us, we have an endowment program which perpetuates all the things that we wish to do, our complete mission, and they can be sure that in the years to come, we're going to be able to continue with that mission because of their financial support.
Contributing your money to this experience will change someone's life forever. Will open their eyes to Israel and Jews from around the world.
When people say to me, "Oh, you were in the Maccabi or the Maccabi Games," you know, immediately there's a sense of emotion, And I love to talk about it. It's great, and I think about it all the time.
It was definitely an experience of a lifetime. Whether I'm playing or coaching or volunteering, I'm going to find some way to go back.
I view it as a privilege to be able to participate both by competing and indeed by contributing financially. I don't think any aspiring Jewish athlete should be denied that opportunity. So that if I can, simply by writing a check or donating money one way or the other, help and do so, I'm very pleased to do it.
The Maccabi provides an opportunity for Jews from around the world to connect to their heritage, their culture, and to Israel through formal and informal educational programs. Your investment in MaccabiUSA Sports for Israel will help transform the lives of many American Jewish athletes. Will you help us keep the flame alive by contributing to the endowment fund or by supporting an athlete? For you and for them, it will be an experience to last a lifetime.